Every word you speak carries a weight you cannot see. Some lift you, while others quietly pull you into shadows. There's a moment when you feel it, a subtle shift, like a whisper of unease. Someone's smile doesn't reach their eyes, and you wonder why your heart feels heavier after they leave. You give your best, pouring energy into connections you believe are sacred. Yet somehow you're left drained, questioning if you're enough, while they walk away untouched. Carl Jung once said, "The shadow hides in plain sight, not in strangers, but in those closest to us." It's the friend who celebrates your wins but sows doubt with a single, careless word. These aren't accidents. They're patterns woven into the fabric of human bonds. People project their unspoken fears, envying your light while cloaking their resentment in kindness. You sense it, the way their praise feels like a leash, tethering you to their expectations. Each interaction chips away at your clarity, leaving you to question your own truth. Why does their approval matter so much? Deep down, you know it's not about them. It's about the part of you that craves their validation. Jung taught us that the outer world mirrors the inner. If you're surrounded by those who dim your spark, it's because a part of you allows it, even invites it. Maybe you learned early that love comes with sacrifice. You were taught to shrink, to please, to silence your intuition for the sake of harmony. These relationships aren't just draining. They're a mirror reflecting your unhealed wounds. They show where you've yet to claim your worth, where you still fear being alone. The cruelty lies in their subtlety. A backhanded compliment, a fleeting glance of disdain. These are the tools of emotional sabotage, invisible but corrosive. You felt it in your body, the tightness in your chest, the exhaustion no sleep can cure. Your spirit knows what your mind hesitates to name, and yet you stay. You rationalize their behavior, hoping they'll change, because letting go feels like abandoning a piece of yourself. But what if staying is the real betrayal? What if clinging to these ties is a quiet act of self-destruction, disguised as loyalty? Jung believed true growth begins when we face the darkness within and without. To see the truth is painful, but to ignore it is to surrender your soul. The colleague who calls your success luck isn't celebrating you. They're guarding their own insecurities. Their words aren't about your worth, they're about their fear. The family member who guilts you for growing has already chosen their limits. They want you to stay small, not because they hate you, but because your light exposes their shadows. You're not imagining it. That nagging instinct, the one you've dismissed as paranoia, is your soul screaming for you to wake up. When you try to pull away, they'll resist, painting you as cold or ungrateful. This is their final trap. Guilt, the chain that keeps you bound to their game. But here's the truth. You don't owe them your energy. Loyalty to yourself is the only debt worth paying. The moment you see the pattern, something shifts. The fog lifts, and their words, once heavy, lose their power over you. It's not enough to see, though. Knowledge without action is a cage of its own, locking you in cycles you've outgrown. To break free, you must act, set boundaries, even when your heart trembles. Distance isn't cruelty. It's the courage to choose yourself. This won't be easy. Loneliness will creep in, whispering that you've made a mistake, but it's in that silence you'll find your strength. Your body feels the cost of staying, tension, fatigue, a sadness with no name. These are the scars of energy stolen by those who never deserved your trust. Jung spoke of psychic energy, the invisible current that flows between us. When you connect with someone who envies you, their darkness taints your field no matter how much you resist. You've tried to fix it, to understand their side, to be the bigger person, but some bridges are meant to burn, not mend. The real question is, why do you keep building them? What part of you believes you need their approval to feel whole? Maybe it's the child in you, the one who learned love comes with strings. That conditioning runs deep, but it's not your truth. It's a story you can rewrite. When you walk away, you don't just free yourself, you force them to face their own shadows. Your absence is a mirror they can't ignore. Their reaction will reveal everything. The louder they protest, the more they depended on your light to hide their darkness. But this isn't about them anymore. It's about reclaiming the energy you've spent on those who never truly saw you. Silence is your power now. Not the silence of submission, but the quiet strength of refusing to play their game. You'll feel the void at first, the ache of letting go, but in that space, something new grows. Your voice, your clarity, your freedom. Jung called this individuation, the journey to become who you were meant to be. It demands you shed the weight of relationships that no longer serve you. Practical steps start small. Stop explaining yourself to those who twist your words. Their confusion is not your burden to carry. Set boundaries, even if they're invisible at first. A simple no can be more powerful than 1,000 justifications. If you can't cut ties completely, shield your energy. Share less, engage less. Let their influence fade like a distant echo. Prepare for the loneliness. It's temporary, but it's also sacred. In that stillness, you'll hear your own heart for the first time in years. What you do next matters most. Fill the space you've cleared with what nourishes you, people, passions, truths that light you up. You're not just walking away from them, you're walking toward yourself. Every step is a reclaiming of the life you were meant to live. The transformation isn't in the leaving, it's in what you build after. A life where your energy is yours, where your light shines without apology. When you stop dancing to their tune, you'll feel the ground beneath you shift. For the first time, you're standing in your own power. This journey isn't about revenge or resentment. It's about love. The kind of love that starts with you and spills over to those who truly see you. So I ask you now, who in your life is dimming your light? And what's stopping you from letting them go? Share your story below. Your truth might be the spark someone else needs to break free.